This campaign changed 8 days ago. It changed. And when evil gets visited upon innocent people, the American people react. And it doesn't matter where those innocent people are. It doesn't matter whether those innocent people are in Paris, France. It doesn't matter whether those innocent people are in Lebanon. When evil gets visited upon innocent people, it brings a reaction from the American people, because it's part of the core of who we are, that we believe innocent, peaceful people should be allowed to live their lives in freedom and liberty. And that's how this campaign changed 8 days ago. 8 days ago, I was in Des Moines, Iowa, and we started to get some initial conversations over the internet about something happening in Paris. And as the day went on further and further, it got worse and worse. And for many of us, as we sat in front of our TV sets on Friday evening after our work week was over and watched the coverage, we not only felt a great sense of empathy for the people of Paris, because we've been there, but we also, I'm sure, felt even more acutely the growing sense of vulnerability. And so let's be plain about a few things as we start this conversation today. The number one job of the President of the United States of America is to protect the safety and security of the American people. That's the first thing. There are people both inside our government and in our country who believe somehow that other responsibilities come first. I have to tell you the truth. After this week, it's almost funny to be lectured by the President of the United States. Now, I was lectured by the President of the United States this week from far away. You know, he said, oh, there's some tough guys in this race who are afraid of widows and orphans. Well, once again, this president misunderstands. But the great thing about this president is, and I said this a couple of times this week, I want to say it again. When we look back on the Barack Obama presidency, there are lots of things we could think, but I will tell you the one thing that I will always remember. The one phrase that symbolizes his failed leadership in this country: often wrong, never in doubt. This man has been wrong over and over and over again, yet he continues to say, you're going to believe me or your lying eyes? As we watch the world fall apart, Barack Obama continues to tell us that everything is just fine, and that what we see is not what we should believe. And so, yeah, I am concerned about widows and orphans. The widows and orphans I'm concerned about are the widows and orphans that live in my state, the widows and orphans of September 11th. And I do not want to create another generation of those widows and orphans. And if I'm President of the United States, we will do everything we can to make sure that there are no American deaths from terrorist attacks in this country. That's got to be the top priority of the President of the United States.